forgotten champions in every single weight class. The next forgotten champion we'll be taking a look at today is Rashad Evans, and he started out his UFC career going 7 fights in a row, and that was before he got a chance to fight for the title against Forrest Griffin. This was UFC 92. He fought a pretty good fight and ended up stopping Forrest Griffin in the second round by TKO. So with that, he became the champion of the world. His first title defense was Lyoto the Dragon Machida. Very, very difficult match, very tough stylistic matchup. And this was UFC 98. And unfortunately for Rashad, Machida was the better man, and Machida stopped him in the second round. It was a brutal, brutal knockout. Very iconic stuff. Pictures of the knockout all over the place. So with that, Rashad built himself back up. He won 4 matches in a row, including a win over Quentin Rampage Jackson. And then he got a chance to fight his former teammate, John Bones Jones. And this was at UFC 145. These two guys had a very heated rivalry. But during the fight, it was pretty clear that Rashad was outmatched by John Jones. John was just beating him up in everywhere the fight went, on the feet. If there was any grappling exchanges, John Jones easily shucked them off. And so John beat him by a dominant, unanimous decision. I believe it was like a 49, 46, 50, 45 across all the judges' scorecards. After that, man, Rashad really was not the same. He won 2 matches, one of them being a match against Chael Sonnen, where he absolutely dominated Chael Sonnen. But then after that fight, all the way to 2018, Rashad lost 5 matches in a row. That's it for his UFC career. And so I'm definitely showcasing him today because I think out of all the champions we've seen in the light heavyweight division, I think he is the one guy that typically gets forgotten that he's a champion. I could be wrong, but I think if you were to ask the vast majority of fans, they'll be able to tell you that Machida was a champion, Tito was a champion, John Jones was a champion. They'll be able to list a few names in there, but I think a lot of them, some might even be able to tell you that Shogun was a champion. But I think when it comes to Rashad, a lot of people forget that he was actually the champion at one point in the light heavyweight division. And so that is why today we'll be showcasing Rashad Evans. So let's go do it. All right, so this is going to be episode 2 of Forgotten Champions in every single weight class. And in the light heavyweight division, my pick for the forgotten champion in this weight class is Rashad Evans. I asked you guys to guess who I was going to pick. Some of you said Shogun. I was thinking about Shogun, but I think people remember that Shogun was a champion more than they remember that Rashad was actually a champion. I think a big reason for that is, well, it's who Rashad beat. It's the fact that his championship did not last at all. He wasn't able to defend his title even one time. It was just a very short-lived reign, right? The fact that he defeated Forrest Griffin probably has something to do with it. A lot of new fans most likely don't even know who... There we go. Come here. Come here, boy. There we go. A lot of fans probably don't even know who Forrest Griffin is to even begin with, which is kind of sad because, you know... I think Forrest Griffin is iconic in the sport of MMA, period. But you'd be surprised at how many people don't know who he is. So, the fact that Rashad defeated him to become champion, I do think people remember the fact that Lyoto Machida was champion. I was going to go with Machida, but I think people remember that Machida was champion because his knockout over Rashad, that knockout is it's very iconic. It's very memorable. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe my perception of the whole thing is incorrect. So, either way, we're going with Rashad. There we go. A fight that I would have really, really loved to see. Let's see if I can get this Kimura here. Okay. He does not want to tangle on the ground. I'm trying to see if I can tie him overhands as he enters the pocket. Just trying to fight like Rashad. Wait. Circle, circle, circle. find opportunities to time very... Bro. There we go. Nope. He shoots. No. There we go. Good first round. Good first round. A fight that I would have really loved to see, but we never got to see it, is Rashad Evans versus Daniel Cormier. I think that matchup would have been very interesting. Just in my opinion, I think it's very, very, the matchup stylistically, the fact that they have a very similar body type, the fact that they both have wrestling experience. Of course, I think DC definitely had more power, and DC would have probably found some clean openings to take out Rashad. But I think the matchup itself would have been just amazing. It would have been fun. It would have been very different from Rashad versus John Jones. You know, like Rashad Evans versus John Jones. A lot of people genuinely thought that it was going to be all wrestling, but just going into it. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. I love timing that overhand proper. See, this fight right here is actually playing out a little bit realistically. My opponent seems to be playing, again, seems to be wanting to play like, yeah, he seems to be wanting to play just like Dan Henderson, which is making this play out quite realistically, if I can say so. Nope. Wow, dude, that is crazy. Oh. Okay. All right. He said, you think you're the only one that can throw overhands, boy? I'm using Hendo. I got overhands in my arsenal as well. All right, sir. I hear you. He denied it. There we go. You know, going into that fight versus John Jones. Okay, Dan. All right. You have good takedown defense. Wow. In my opinion, man, yeah, they still need to open up the takedowns. And we were telling them, man. We were telling them, you know, they always say, we tested it amongst us and, you know, the changes in the good place. And we always say, bro, just because you tested it amongst yourselves at the studio or whatever doesn't mean that it's going to translate properly on ranked against much better players. You know what I mean? Just because you guys are not denying takedown doesn't mean that when you go on ranked that you'll be able to take people down. It's why we've been asking them to allow us to test these patches before it even goes live. And I don't know if they're going to set it up, you know, but it'll be very beneficial. You have all kinds of different players on the team. You know, you've got me in there, you've got Romero in there, you've got Kinetic Energy in there, you've got Zayaf in there, you've got Z Hunter in there. You know, you've got guys like Zombie Ramo, who's, you know, pretty good at the game, but he's more like a casual at this point because he doesn't really he doesn't like the game at all. It's like people always think that like the team is a monolith, but there are people on the team that can't stand this game at all. You know, like Kinetic Energy, for example, can't stand the fucking game. Zombie Ramo can't stand the fucking game. His problem is mostly with the online infrastructure. We all have things about the game that we can't freaking stand. Same with me. Same with Romero. Same with Zayaf. It's just, you know, perception becomes reality. That's just the way it works. But I digress. What was I saying before I started talking about this? Yeah, I was talking about the fight versus John Jones. Going into it, look at that overhand. Boom! Going into it, a lot of people thought it was going to be wrestling because they're both wrestlers. And a huge talking point before the fight was that in training at one point, Rashad was able to hold down John Jones for a long period of time. And John was trying to get up, but John was not able to get up. And Rashad just kept talking about how in the fight he's going to take down John. He's gonna pin him. It's what they all say. You know what I mean? We'll take down John Jones. We'll pin him. He won't be able to move. And then in the actual fight, they realized, like, okay, the version of John we get in training and the version of John Jones we get in the actual octagon, it's not the same guy at all. So, you know, in the fight, John was hitting him with elbows, something that I'm pretty sure Rashad never experienced in the gym. You know, John's not going to be freaking blasting him in the face with elbows while they're training. So, I think John has a lot of malicious... Oh, hold on. I've been figuring out how to do... Oh, there's the Rashad style right there, where he does the fake, that fake jab. There it is. There it is. Oh, maybe we're going to do a fighting exactly like Rashad Evans showcase real soon. Yes, sir. Those of you that know Rashad know exactly what I'm talking about. He does that jab fake that I'm doing right there. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I think John has a lot of malicious attacks that he definitely does not show in the gym, but like in the fight, he freaking will pull it out. Like that shoulder crank he does when he has an overhook on you and you have an underhook, and he freaking yanks the shoulder. He did that against Glover Teixeira the first time, and oh my God, it was violent, beyond violent. The way he was just boom yanking the shoulder, and it wasn't like a submission either. He was literally trying to rip it out of the socket. He showed it against Gustafsson as well. Showed it against DC a few times. Yeah, and John will hit you with everything, man. He'll hit you with everything. Okay, this overhand from afar is terrible. One of my favorite Rashad fights is his fight versus Chael Sonnen. You really got to see... You really got to see the dominance in there. This was Rashad Evans coming back. He looked ripped, big, strong, powerful. And Chael just got absolutely pinned and battered, man. It was brutal. Rashad looked incredible in that fight. No, he just looked absolutely amazing. He looked good against John Jones, too. Don't get me wrong, you know. But it's like there's just certain matches that you can just tell John Jones cannot afford to lose. There's just no way. And Rashad was not Rashad, actually. I believe Rampage Jackson was the first one. And then I'm forgetting the order they fought in. Did he fight Rampage before Rashad? No, I don't remember. Okay. Retreating into a head kick. I see how it is. So yeah, man. Very, very, this was a good fight. I'm pretty sure I won this fairly easily. But we shall see. Unless they decide to rob me. Should be an easy win.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27.
There we go.
The winner by unanimous decision.
30-27 sounds correct. I will take that. So, try to do a second fight with Rashad, and then we'll just call it a day. Hope you guys are enjoying this series. We're gonna keep it moving. Let me know in the comment section who you guys think I'm gonna go with for the middleweight division. All right, let me know. Leave it in the comment section below. Important. Bam. Good. No. Okay. No. No. Backside. Too slow. All right, this dude is kind of weird with the way he's waiting a little bit, especially from half guard. From side control, his. All right, good denies though. Good denies. Let's try it again. Are you gonna deny it this time? No, you didn't. No. Don't start panicking now. Okay, with the way this man is playing, I could probably just finish him in this position right here, but I'm not gonna. Because I know you guys are gonna... Someone in the comment section is gonna say, oh, I can't believe you did that. So, I'm just gonna step off. Try to do something else. Try to make it entertaining. He waited a half beat. Okay, next time I get you in the Kimura, I'm just going to go for it. Bam, 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 bam. He's up. Okay. I am trying to avoid striking with him for as much as I possibly can. Rashad would not really strike with Poatan. He'd be looking for opportunities to take him to the ground and pound his face in. So we're going to be looking for that for the most part. If the player is doing a good job of just keeping the fight standing and denying stuff and intercepting us with strikes, then we're gonna have to strike. I mean, you really have no choice if you're facing someone that's pretty good at that. But I think we can eventually find another takedown, especially if he throws a kick and I catch it. Kind of just walk him to the cage, and you know, it's pretty much a 50-50 if they'll deny it, or if your name is Zayaf, then it's a freaking 100% that you're gonna deny it. Thank you. Tracking issues still there. Tracking issues still there, man. Welcome back. All right. A lot of times when I shoot and I bail and they don't do... Actually, they denied it. We'll try it again. No, let's try it again. Denied again. Most times when I bail and shrug to the back, he keeps denying it. All right, next time, I'm probably just going to go to mount because I'm sure the ref is about to do the dumb crap. Yeah. Yep. Next time, I'm just going to go to mount. So we're going to look to get to his back again and just get to mount. Denied. I keep getting interrupted. Most times when I shrug and get to the back, right here. If they stay like that, I go to the back. So like, if I get to their back and I'm just gonna go mount. If I get to their back and they don't move forward and they just sit still, I just walk them backwards. That's my style. I don't try to walk them forward and drag them down like that. I just walk them backwards. So. Now, just because I know someone's going to ask me, how do I get to the back when I bail? When you bail, all right, you guys already know how to bail. If you don't know how to bail, it's you shoot a double leg, and then you cancel the double leg once you make contact with your opponent. You cancel the double leg by holding block. All right, your block is done with R2. All right, so you shoot a double leg. Once you make contact, cancel the double leg by pressing R2. That puts you into the clinch. The moment you find yourself in a clinch, press square and X at the same time together, and that shrugs them. That throws them by, and you get to the back. So now you know how to do it. It's square and X at the same time. Once you get in, boom, shrug, get to the back, and then from there, you can pick your. You can decide what takedown you want. You can drag them forward and drag them to the ground. You can pull them backwards, and you can go in either direction. So, hopefully that helps. What I like to do is, you know, when you start dragging them backwards, I just hold the direction. If they deny the initial back drag to the ground, then you're just going to turn them. And they'll have to deny that. So, you know, right now it's like everybody goes for takedown bails because the regular takedowns are just too goddamn difficult to get. They're just too hard to get. And we've been asking them, but it's like they're so afraid of buffing takedowns properly because, like, everybody wants to strike, you know? It's like, bro, like, just buff it. You have the fact that doubles and single legs, the range at the moment is just piss poor. It's terrible. Horrendous. Even when you're using someone like Habib, who shoots from afar and covers a tremendous amount of distance, the range is doo-doo cheeks. Dude, it is amazing how much better players have gotten. This right here, before, is a player freaking panicking. But, like, right now, he's being very... Dude, my ear just popped, and I thought my microphone stopped working for a sec. I was about to get pissed. But that was just my ear. Aha! He beat me to it. My boy, you keep letting me rock you. Throw it. That's good. Well, where's he gonna go? Okay. Ah, he doesn't realize he's got a momentum transition right there. Like you can use the momentum transition plus the muscle modifier in that, and it is gonna be so freaking fast. I'm just gonna go for it right off the bat. Right off the bat. Yeah. There we go. I figured this guy. This guy was one of the types to wait for you and see what you do. Yeah. A lot of times when you run into a player that when you get him into a submission, they're playing a waiting game. All right. It could be or a huge part of that, especially if you're struggling and they're not doing anything, a huge part of that is they're watching their stamina go down and they're just waiting. They're waiting for it to hit 0, waiting for yours to hit 0 so they can freaking transition real quick. The moment you notice that, next time what you can do is you can start faking like you're struggling, pretend to struggle, and then just lock in the sub. They will be too busy watching their freaking bar, they're not going to realize that you've already locked in the submission. You know how I know this? Because it's happened to me. Nice knockdown right there. That head is nice and toast. That's it. Success, baby. Success. Success. Good fight, thank you. I'll tell you good fight as well, brother. But hold on. Let's not I might want to use this as a thumbnail. Alright, baby. That does it for episode 2 of Forgotten Champions in every single weight class. Hope you guys enjoyed this fight, this episode. If you did, you know exactly what to do. Leave a like on the video. It always helps out. Check out the first episode if you haven't. The first episode is featuring Junior Cigano dos Santos. And let me know in the comment section who you guys are anticipating that I will be using in the middleweight division. And we'll go from there. Thanks again for watching. You guys are amazing. Stay safe. Peace out, boys. Have a good one.